What if I told you the most powerful move you could make right now is nothing at all? No texts, no explanations, no desperate attempts to be understood, just silence. Would you have the strength to do it? Think about it. Right now, your emotions are screaming at you to react, to text her, to call her, to do something, anything, to make her acknowledge you, to remind her that you exist. But that's exactly where most men fail. They chase, they plead, they break their own dignity just to get a shred of validation. And what does that do? It makes them look weak. It proves her decision right. It confirms that she had the power all along. But let me ask you this. What happens when you do the opposite? What happens when you go silent? When you disappear without a trace? When you stop giving her the satisfaction of your attention? I'll tell you what happens. You become a ghost in her mind, and ghosts haunt people. She left. Maybe she ghosted you first. Maybe she told you she needed space. Maybe she made it clear that you weren't good enough for her anymore. And now you're drowning in the chaos of your own mind, replaying memories, searching for answers, wishing you could turn back time. Nope, that's not how this story ends. Because today, you become a different man. A man who doesn't beg, a man who doesn't need closure, a man who understands that the most powerful response is no response at all. And the moment you do this, the moment you ghost her completely, everything changes. She starts to wonder. She starts to question. She starts to feel that uneasy, creeping sensation of loss. Because let me tell you something about human nature. People don't appreciate what they have until it's gone. And when something they took for granted disappears, it messes with their mind. But here's the truth. This isn't about her. It was never about her. This is about you. This is about taking your power back. About realizing that the only person who ever truly needed to value you was you. So right here, right now, make a choice. Are you going to keep living in the past, stuck in the loop of regret? Or are you going to step into your power and show her, show yourself, that you don't break over something as temporary as rejection? This is where your transformation begins. You're going to ghost her completely, not for revenge, not to manipulate, but because you're done. Done chasing, done explaining, done being a puppet in someone else's game. And the second you do this, watch what happens next. If you're done being controlled by your emotions, if you're ready to master the art of detachment, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence is my power now. Let's begin. Number 1, the pain of loss is your greatest weapon. Pain, the sharp, suffocating feeling in your chest, that endless loop of what ifs and if onlys running through your mind. It's exhausting, isn't it? You want relief. You want to numb it, escape it, erase it. But let me tell you something. This pain is your greatest weapon. Most men don't realize this. They let heartbreak consume them. They turn to distractions, drinking, meaningless hookups, endless scrolling through her social media, hoping for a sign that she still cares. Nope, that's not how a man on his path operates. That's not how you are going to operate. You see, pain is not your enemy. It's a gift. It's fuel. The Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Translation, this pain isn't here to break you. It's here to build you. Right now, you have 2 choices. You can drown in self-pity, let this heartbreak define you. Let it turn you into another broken man with no purpose, or you can use it. Use the anger, use the rejection. Because here's the truth. Pain wakes you up. Pain forces you to evolve. Think about every powerful man in history, every legend, every king. They all suffered. But what separated them from the weak? They took that suffering and turned it into strength. They channeled their pain into discipline, into mastery, into something far greater than what they lost. That's exactly what you need to do right now. Feel the pain, sit with it, let it burn. But then, instead of reaching out, instead of running back, instead of numbing yourself, use it. And trust me, when she realizes you didn't break, when she sees that her leaving didn't destroy you, but instead transformed you into something greater, she's going to regret everything. If you're done letting pain control you, if you're ready to turn your heartbreak into power, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I turn pain into power. Number 2, no reaction is the strongest reaction. Silence. It's the one thing people can't handle, the one thing that messes with their minds more than anything else. And yet, it's the most powerful move you can make right now. She expects a reaction from you. She expects you to chase, to get emotional, to ask why, to beg for an explanation, because that's what most men do. Nope, not you. You're about to do something completely different. See, the moment you react, you lose. Because when you react, you show attachment. You show that you still care. You show that she still has power over you. And the second someone knows they have power over you, they lose respect for you. But when you do nothing, when you don't text, when you don't stalk social media, when you don't react at all, it gets inside her head. Suddenly, she's the one wondering, why isn't he trying to get me back? Why isn't he fighting for me? Did he even care? Did I make a mistake? That's how you win. Not by arguing, not by proving your worth to someone who couldn't see it in the first place. You win by walking away completely, without a single word. This is where dark psychology comes in. People don't value what's given freely. They value what they have to earn. And when you give someone access to your emotions, when you hand over your feelings on a silver platter, they don't appreciate it. They take it for granted. But when you take it away, when you remove yourself completely, that's when they start to crave it. That's when they start to realize they might have lost something irreplaceable. But here's the key. You're not doing this for her. You're doing this for you. Because real power isn't about making someone miss you. It's about making sure their absence doesn't affect you. So next time you feel the urge to reach out, to explain yourself, to react to something she posts, stop, breathe, and remember, your silence is worth more than any words you could ever say. If you're done wasting energy on someone who doesn't deserve it, if you're ready to master the power of silence, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I speak through silence. Number 3, the psychological trigger of sudden absence. Something strange happens when you disappear. At first, they don't notice. They assume you're just giving it time, that eventually you'll come back. But then days pass, then weeks, silence, and that's when it starts creeping in, the unsettling realization that you're actually gone. See, the human brain hates uncertainty. It's wired to seek closure. And when someone vanishes without a word, without an explanation, it creates a psychological itch. an unresolved gap in the mind that demands to be filled. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. People remember unfinished business far more than things that had a clear ending. Most men fail because they give closure too easily. They explain, they overcommunicate, they move on. Nope, you're not doing that. You're doing something much smarter. You're removing yourself so completely that it forces her to wonder, why did he just disappear? Was I wrong? What is he thinking? This uncertainty eats away at her because before, she had control. She made the decision. She was in the driver's seat, but now she's lost the ability to predict your next move. And that's what makes her start obsessing. This is how dark psychology works. People chase what they don't understand. They crave what they can't have. And when you suddenly become unavailable, it creates scarcity, which instantly increases your value. Think about it. If something is everywhere, it's worthless. But the second it becomes rare, it becomes desirable. Your presence was too available before. She knew you'd answer. She knew she could get your attention whenever she wanted. But now she doesn't know anything. And that mystery, that uncertainty, is what's going to haunt her. And here's the best part. You're not doing this to make her miss you. You're doing this to shift the power back to where it always should have been, with you. If you're done being predictable, if you're ready to become the man that's impossible to forget, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am the one they remember. Number 4, reinvent yourself in silence. Disappearing is only the first step, but what happens next? This is where most men fail. They wait, they hope, that they spend their days staring at their phone, praying for a text that might never come. Nope, that's not you. You don't just disappear. You evolve. Silence isn't about making her wonder where you went. It's about making sure that if she ever finds out where you went, you're not even the same person anymore. Right now, you have a gift, a rare opportunity that most people waste. Total solitude. No distractions, no emotional weight pulling you down. Just pure, undisturbed time to rebuild yourself from the ground up. And here's the secret. The best revenge is reinvention. Most people stay the same after a breakup. They wallow in self-pity. They cry over old memories. They stay trapped in the past. But the men who truly understand power, they become unrecognizable. They take that pain and turn it into strength. They hit the gym harder than ever. They double down on their goals. They build a life so damn good that looking back isn't even an option anymore. And here's what happens next. When she finally does check in, when curiosity gets the best of her, when she searches for you expecting to see the same broken man she left behind, she won't recognize what she finds. And that's what triggers regret. Because nothing haunts people more than realizing they misjudged you. They thought you'd suffer. They thought you'd break. But instead, you elevated. You thrived. And now, while she's stuck wondering if she made a mistake, you're too busy living your new life to even care. This isn't about proving anything to her. This is about proving something to yourself. You have one job right now, to become the greatest version of yourself that has ever existed. If you're done staying the same, if you're ready to level up in silence, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I rebuild in the dark. Number 5, make them wonder, not miss you. Most men want to be missed. They fantasize about her lying in bed, staring at old pictures, are regretting everything. But here's the truth. Being missed is weak. Being wondered about is powerful. See, if she misses you, it means she still understands you. It means she can still predict you. She knows the version of you she left behind. But when you make her wonder, that's when you get inside her head. Right now, she expects you to be the same. She expects you to be stuck, waiting, hoping for her return. Nope, that version of you is gone. You've gone silent. You've disappeared. And now she has no idea who you are anymore. That uncertainty, it's a psychological trap. The human mind hates gaps in information. It will create stories, assumptions, and emotions just to fill the void. And when she realizes she can't read you anymore, that's when she starts questioning herself. What's he doing? Is he seeing someone else? Did I ever even really know him? That's the power of the unknown. It forces people to obsess. Because when someone has no closure, when they don't know how the story ends, they keep coming back to it. This is why men who try to prove they've moved on always fail. Posting selfies, showing off, trying too hard. It all screams insecurity. Real power is quiet. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't seek validation. It just exists. And that's what makes it magnetic. You don't want her to miss you. You want her to wonder. Because the second she starts wondering, she starts doubting. The moment she doubts, she starts craving certainty. And by then, it's too late. Because you've already moved on. If you're done chasing attention, if you're ready to become a mystery, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am the unknown. Number 6, the art of being unavailable. Availability is a curse. The more accessible you are, the less valuable you become. People don't crave what they can easily have. They crave what feels just out of reach. And that's exactly what you're going to become. Unreachable. Right now, she thinks she can come back whenever she wants. She assumes that if she reaches out, you'll be there. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. Nope, that's where she's wrong. See, when a man is too available, it sends one clear message. He has nothing better to do. And that's a major turnoff. Because real value, real power, comes from a man who is too busy building his empire to sit around waiting for someone to validate him. This is why you must master the art of being unavailable. This doesn't mean ignoring people out of spite. It doesn't mean playing childish games. It means you're genuinely too occupied with your own life to be at anyone's beck and call. When she reaches out, you're not there. When she checks your social media, there's nothing obvious for her to latch onto. When she expects you to still be lingering in her shadow, you're nowhere to be found, and that drives people insane. Because when you're unavailable, you create demand, you create curiosity, and curiosity is addictive. She starts thinking, where is he? Why isn't he responding? Did he find someone else? And just like that, you flip the power dynamic. But here's the key. This has to be real. You can't fake being unavailable. You have to actually build a life so fulfilling that you don't have time for anyone who doesn't recognize your value. That's when everything shifts. You stop chasing. You stop waiting. And the moment you do, that's when people start chasing you. If you're done making yourself too accessible, if you're ready to become a rare commodity, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am too rare to be common. Number 7, indifference is the ultimate attraction. Nothing is more attractive than not caring, not pretending, not faking it, genuinely not caring. Because the second someone realizes they don't have an effect on you, they start craving it. Right now, she thinks she still has power over you. She believes that if she arched out, you'd be there in an instant. That deep down, you're still holding on to hope. Nope, that version of you is gone. Here's the truth. Indifference is magnetic. When you're unaffected by someone's presence or their absence, it sends a powerful message. You don't need them. And nothing makes a person question their importance more than realizing they are no longer important to you. See, most men try to fake this. They post flashy pictures, they pretend to be busy, they act like they've moved on, hoping she'll notice. But true indifference, it can't be faked. It comes from deep within, a state of mind where you genuinely don't care whether she comes back or not. That's when you become dangerous. That's when people start gravitating toward you. Because confidence isn't about proving anything. It's about knowing that you don't need to. And here's the paradox. The moment you stop wanting someone is the moment they start wanting you. Because in their mind, if you've stopped chasing, it must mean you've found something better. And if you found something better, they start to wonder why they weren't enough. This is how the power shifts. You don't play games. You don't wait around. You don't seek validation. You move forward. And when she finally realizes that you no longer care, that's when she starts chasing. Because people always want what they can't have. If you're done caring about those who don't deserve it, if you're ready to master true indifference, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am free from attachment. Number 8, reverse the power dynamic. Power. That's what this has always been about. From the moment she walked away, she held the power. Why? Because you cared more than she did. Because she knew she could leave, and you'd still be there, waiting, hoping, suffering. Nope, that ends today. Right now, you're about to do something most men never figure out. You're gonna flip the script. See, in any relationship, whether romantic, social, or business, the person who cares less holds the power. The person who is willing to walk away without hesitation is the one in control. And that's who you're becoming. Up until now, she was in control. She made the call to leave. She assumed she could come back whenever she wanted. But when you remove yourself completely, when you disappear, evolve, and no longer seek validation, everything shifts. Suddenly, she's the one wondering. Suddenly, she's the one doubting. Suddenly, the man she thought she could replace isn't so replaceable after all. And that's when regret starts creeping in. This isn't about revenge. This isn't about playing games. This is about reclaiming your value. You're no longer chasing. You're no longer waiting. You're no longer reacting to someone else's decisions. You're the one who decides now. You're the one who dictates who gets access to you. And the moment you realize that you are the prize, that's when they start chasing you. Because here's the truth. You never lost her. She lost you. She just doesn't know it yet. But she will. If you're done giving your power away, if you're ready to become the man who walks away first, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I control my own worth. Number 9, when they reach out, stay cold. And then it happens. After all the silence, all the wondering, all the curiosity eating away at her, she reaches out. Maybe it's a simple, hey. Maybe it's something vague like, "Hope you're doing well." Maybe she doesn't even acknowledge what happened, acting like nothing changed. Nope, you already know what this is. It's a test. She's not reaching out because she misses you. Not yet. She's reaching out to see if she still has control over you. She wants to know if she can still pull your strings, if she still holds a space in your mind. But you're no longer that man. This is where most men fail. They get excited, see the message, and think, "This is my chance." And just like that, they fall right back into her hands. Not you, not this time. Here's what you do. You stay cold. No excitement, no desperation, no over-explaining. If you even respond at all, it's short, emotionless, controlled. Hope you're well too. That's it. Nothing more. No questions, no openings for conversation. You don't give her anything to latch on to. And this drives her insane because now the dynamic has fully shifted. She expected warmth, familiarity, the same man she walked away from. But instead, she gets ice. This is the moment she starts to truly regret losing you. Not when you disappeared, not when you stopped chasing, but when she comes back and realizes you don't care anymore. And here's the final truth. This was never about getting her back. This was about getting yourself back. And now that you have, you won't give it up for anything. If you're done falling for the same traps, if you're ready to stay cold when it matters, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I am untouchable. Number 10. Move on, but never look back. This is it, the final step, the true test of your transformation. Walking away completely, permanently, and without hesitation. Most men get to this point and fail. They've done the work, they've gone silent, they've rebuilt themselves, and then the moment she shows interest again, they cave. They think, maybe this time it'll be different. Nope. Let me remind you why you're here. You didn't go through all this just to turn back. You didn't evolve just to return to the same person who once made you feel like you weren't enough. You moved on to become a man who no longer accepts less than he deserves. So now, the choice is yours. You can take the easy path. Go back. Replay the same cycle. Give her the satisfaction of knowing she still has a hold on you. Or you can do what few men have the strength to do. You can walk away and never look back. Because here's the truth. Your life is no longer about her. It never was. She was just a chapter in a much bigger story, and now that chapter is over. The real flex isn't making her regret leaving. It's never even thinking about her again. And trust me, when she realizes that, when she sees that she no longer affects you, that you have moved on, that she is nothing more than a memory, that's when she'll feel the deepest regret of all. But by then, you won't even care. This is your moment, the final test, the last time you ever let someone else control your emotions. You are now in full control of your own story. So if you're truly ready, if you're done living in the past, done with second chances, done with anyone who couldn't see your worth, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I never look back, because from this point forward, you don't chase, you don't wait, you don't regret, you move forward, and the rest takes care of itself. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.